Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
From wild, over-the-top impressions to moments that left entire rooms in tears, this is Jim Carrey at his absolute peak. The man with a million faces who could become anyone, anytime. In a Bruce Almighty blooper, Jim Carrey suddenly launches into an over-the-top Sammy Davis Jr. impression. Christopher Darr tries to keep a straight face, but he can't hold it for long. Once Jim realizes he's cracking him up, he leans into it even more, and soon they're both laughing uncontrollably.
Soak it in the sun and make a groovy lemon pie. Oompa. Loompa. Doompa.
Jim can shapeshift into pretty much anyone on the spot, and his cartoonish Bruce Dern impression didn't just crack Bruce up, his daughter couldn't stop laughing either.
Can't keep a good man down, can you, Bruce? Can you? You look at me when I'm talking to you, son.
In The Cable Guy, during the medieval times dinner scene, Jim Carrey jokingly quotes Anthony Hopkins' famous line from The Silence of the Lambs.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
It was an improvised moment from Jim Carrey that even made Matthew Broderick break character and laugh. And here's a fun fact. Hannibal Lecter never actually says that line in the movie. Not many people can imitate Kevin Bacon. His intense, slightly awkward cool is tough to copy, but Jim Carrey made it look easy. He just threw a shirt over his head and completely nailed the impression.
Kevin Bacon is Batman!
While filming Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, Jim Carrey was always improvising. At one point, he casually delivered William Shatner's famous Twilight Zone line, and it was so good, the directors decided to keep it in the movie.
There's someone on the way. Something.
That's what you call a perfect impression. And he does it again, this time as Jack Nicholson while hosting an award show. The voice and facial expressions are so accurate that even Nicholson starts laughing.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
And, as if that wasn't enough, he jumps straight into a quick Robert De Niro meatball commercial impression. From the eyes and mouth to that classic head tilt, he captures every detail perfectly.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
When I'm done rolling up this booger, should I eat it or throw it out the window?
From the exaggerated lisp he's used in several skits to hilariously mocking Matthew McConaughey's Lincoln commercials, Jim Carrey has done the impression over and over again. And every time he does it, someone in the room can't keep a straight face.
Drive around in my Lincoln. Rolling this booger. It's not even a booger anymore.
Oh, okay,
It's more of an anchor.
What makes Jim Carrey stand out is that he commits with his whole body, not just his voice. His Clint Eastwood impression shows it best. From the tight facial expressions and cold stare to the gravelly delivery, he brings the legend to life in a way only he can.
I love that tape. And I show it to all my friends. Well, maybe we'll just turn the camera on and let him go.
When it comes to impressions, you wouldn't expect someone to impersonate themselves, but Jim Carrey actually did it. On the Joe Pesci Show sketch on SNL, he goes from a Jimmy Stewart impression straight into a hilarious, spot-on parody of himself.
I'm Jim Carrey. I'll do anything for a laugh. I need attention 24 hours a day. Look.
Jim Carrey's wild energy would have made the E.T. extraterrestrial alien impression look easy. It didn't even feel like acting. It felt like he was just unleashing his natural, over-the-top weirdness. Doing an alien impression is one thing, but taking on Pee Wee Herman is a whole different level. It's not just the voice, it's the big facial expressions and over-the-top body language. But for Jim Carrey, that was just another day on the set of In Living Color.
Not only that,
The new Pee Wee doll comes with
Turbo Fast. So
Stay strong.
Yes, he is. You're the one that my mother.
That was a bold move. The season 2 sketch parodying the 80s sitcom Buffalo Bill was bound to be chaotic. Jerry Lewis's character was already wild, and then they let Jim Carrey take it on. As usual, he went completely over the top.
Oh, the pain is waiting that this pain would do. I could, maybe some help would be good. I could get this so that it would be.
Dabney Coleman nearly broke character multiple times.
Oh, hey, lady.
In the 90s, Jim Carrey was called the man with a million faces. He had incredible control over his expressions and could shift into any character in seconds. He even delivered James Dean's classic line from Rebel Without a Cause effortlessly.
You're tearing me apart!
Jim can make a whole room laugh without saying a word. His facial expressions are so exaggerated that it's only a matter of time before he slips into his Clint Eastwood impression and has everyone cracking up. Sylvester Stallone isn't someone you'd expect people to imitate. His tough presence and gravelly voice are hard to copy. But in another In Living Color sketch, Jim didn't just play a beat-up Rocky, he made it feel so real that he almost seemed more Rocky than Stallone himself.
You just wanna, you move. You blue.
Easy, Rock. Not too many syllables.
I got lightheaded there.
And if that still wasn't enough, when he appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, he showed it was all real. It was just him. No CGI, no tricks.
I do all my own stunts, you know what I mean? People pay a lot of money to come to the theater. They want to know what I'm doing inside, you know?
In another In Living Color sketch, Jim Carrey takes on Don Rickles, and just like the real Rickles, he's completely ruthless.
God knows I love the Arab people. I cough their names up every day. Ahmed!
He shows up as a UN spokesperson, supposedly there to ease tensions, but instead, he does the opposite. He starts roasting every country in the room with classic Rickles-style insults. It honestly felt like Don Rickles himself had written the jokes.
My name is Mutombo.
Mutombo. English translation, Leroy. Look, tracks, Mutombo, white women, that way.
Being naturally cartoon-like, Jim Carrey couldn't resist acting out one of Wile E. Coyote's classic over-the-top failures.
I say, we're gonna finish up 30 years soon. First time I've ever seen that.
The Late Show with Letterman was never the same once Jim showed up. Every time he came on, he turned the set into a playground, throwing out spot-on celebrity impressions like David Caruso, while Letterman could barely hold it together.
I before E, except after C.
During SNL's Family Reunion sketch, Jeff Daniels shocked everyone by showing up as Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber. It caught Jim completely off guard and instantly wiped the grin off his face.
Hey, you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
I don't think so.
A heck of a way to kick off a career. On his very first TV appearance, Jim Carrey didn't just do one impression, he ran through more than a dozen. From Burt Reynolds and Jack Nicholson to Bruce Dern and Clint Eastwood, he fired them off one after another.
James Dean.
Even after delivering all those spot-on impressions, he still had enough energy to break into a full Elvis Presley routine, copying the hip swivel and that smooth southern swagger perfectly. From Fire Marshal Bill to Homie the Clown, In Living Color featured some of Jim Carrey's funniest moments, but his Jerry Seinfeld impression was on another level.
And why do they call it hood? What is it, like the entire city's a giant sweatshirt and that's the part you pull over your head? What is the deal?
In the sketch, Jerry and George end up in a rough neighborhood and cross paths with two locals. Back when comedy was less filtered, Jim goes all in on the impression and completely takes over the scene.
What's with the elaborate way black guys shake hands? They smack, slap, wiggle. What is the deal? Hey! I haven't seen you in a long time. I think I'll smack you and slap you and really hurt your head.
And that's it for this one. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'll see you in the next video.